Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let us see one more interesting question which may comes, which this concept may comes on AWS certifications. So mostly in data engineering certification, this question may comes. So let's see the question on this Redshift. So let's say I have some data in this Redshift. Now I want to run SQL queries on this Redshift cluster. I want to run SQL queries on this Redshift cluster. So that is the main concept. I want to run SQL queries without managing database connections. Without managing database connections, I want to run SQL queries on Redshift. So for that, which option is the best? So I have provided you three options. First one is Redshift Data API. Second one is Redshift Query Editor. Third one is every time by triggering Lambda function and executing our query in Redshift, right? That is the third option. So it's your choice. So I hope you pause the video and you select your option, then again play the video so that you can get the correct answer and you also get some knowledge why your answer is correct or wrong based on your choice. So I hope you paused the video and played this video again. Now I'm discussing the answer. So straightforward, I'm telling you the answer. That is by using Redshift Data API. What is that? By using Redshift Data API. Why? By using this Redshift Data API, we can able to achieve SQL queries. We can able to run SQL queries on Redshift cluster without managing connections. If we provide any Redshift SQL API call, Redshift data API call, then what happens is your API call will hit the database and this database will immediately provide the response to that data API call. So here no connections are created. That means you haven't managing your connection is there, but you are not managing the connection. In the backend, you have already provided your connection by using SDKs or some programming tools. So by using them, you provided in the backend. Now, if you use this Redshift data API, so within single click, what happens? The request will send to this Redshift cluster and whatever the query that you send that will be executed on the Redshift cluster and you got the response. Here you do not even managing the database and database connectivity, right? Yeah. So that is the straightforward answer. Now let us see why these two are not. If we consider this Redshift query editor, we use this Redshift query editor to manually go and write our query and we need to run that query in order to execute this SQL queries on our Redshift. That is a bit more complex compared to this. And one more thing is, in order to execute your queries under Redshift cluster, we need to provide connectivity as well in this Redshift query editor. So those are the two things which conflicts that this is not the answer. And if we see, if we analyze this third option, we are every time using Lambda function. For every query, we are triggering our Lambda function and processing the Redshift. So this is not a minimal effort. It's quite naturally a large effort for getting the response. And even to process the data by using Lambda with Redshift, inside our Redshift, we must need to provide connectivity in Lambda function. So then only this Lambda function can able to connect it to this Redshift and can able to process that data. So since connectivity is also there here, so that's why the better efficient, that is the best option is this Redshift data API. By using this Redshift data API calls, we can able to run SQL queries on our Redshift cluster without managing database connections. So I hope you understood this question and this answer. and you got some knowledge regarding redshift. One more certification question knowledge. So thanks for watching.